Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today I want to kind of show off two cool little box sets that I got recently. And these are a few years old. I think they started releasing these in 2017. I think there's 5 all told, 4 or 5, something like that. Rather than go out and get all 5 of them or all 4 of them to start, I wanted to kind of experiment a little bit and get the first couple. So we're talking about Humble Pie. So these are Humble Pie Official Bootleg box sets. All right, here is Volume 1 from 2017, and then Volume 2, which I think came out a year later in 2018. So these are already, 2 and 3 years old. These are basically, there's always been a lot of talk about, how there's not a ton of recorded work from classic, Humble Pie. You've got the Live at the Fillmore, right, Rockin' the Fillmore, legendary set, which of course is with Peter Frampton in the band. Then you've got the killer Live at Winterland King Biscuit Flower Hour set, which came out a few years later, which features Clem Clemson on lead guitar. But, I mean, other than that, there's almost no video, anything from Humble Pie back in the day, and not a lot of live stuff other than those 2 major live albums. So what, Jerry Shirley and management and all that kind of stuff have been doing in more recent years is they've been scouring, looking for any recorded audio from some of the concerts they played over the years. And basically what they've done is they put together these official bootleg sets, which include multiple either full shows or nearly full shows on CD, cleaned up as best they can from either audience recordings, or maybe some might be soundboard or behind the board or what have you, side of the stage, wherever they can get them from. And you know what? Some pretty good stuff here. The only thing is, if you're going to go get these, is that a lot of the set lists from show to show to show are very similar. Humble Pie played like, in their heyday, they played like a lot of those classic songs. That's what they played all the time. So you're not going to get, like, from disc to disc and set to set, all these, revelations and different songs played and all that kind of stuff. You'll get some, some things here and there that switch off from show to show. But for the most part, most of the songs you'd expect to hear from them live, you're going to hear. But what's cool is to hear the different kind of, level of performance of the band from show to show, or you get to hear the different qualities of the recording, that sort of thing. So the first set, which is right here, so here we've got 3 discs on here. So disc 1, you've got Airy Crown Theater, Chicago, September 22nd, 1972. All right, and here you've got Up Our Sleeve, Come On Everybody, or Come On Everybody. Honky Tonk Woman, of course, Rolling Stone classic. I Wonder, Hallelujah, I Love Her So. I Don't Need No Doctor, Hot and Nasty, and 4-Day Creep. 9 songs, pretty heavy. Kind of a rough sounding recording, but, still raw. Feeling like you're there, right? That's kind of the point of a lot of these. Don't expect, like, absolute perfection here. And sound quality. You're not going to get it. All right. If you want that, then go listen to the Rockin' the Fillmore and the King Biscuit at Winterland. Also on disc 1, you get a couple tracks from the 2 parts here. So from the Shibuya Kokkaido Tokyo, arena or dome, whatever it is, May 16th, 1973. You get a couple tracks on the end of disc 1, and then disc 2 you get the rest of the show. So you got Up Our Sleeve, Tokyo Jam, Come On Everybody, Honky Tonk Woman, Steve's Little Jam, I Believe to My Soul, 30 Days in the Hole, Roadrunner, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, I Don't Need No Doctor, Hot and Nasty, and Oh La Dee Da. All right, so again, got some different songs there, but it's different tours. Got a year later. And then over on disc 3, you've got the Charlton Athletic Football Ground show from May 18th, 1974. And like I said, all this stuff is with Clem Clemson, the band. None of these that they released so far have Peter Frampton. So here you've got What You're Gonna Do About It, Thunderbox, Sweet Peace and Time, 30 Days in the Hole, Let Me Be Your Love Maker, Let Me Be Your Love Maker. Love that song. Come On Everybody, I Want a Little Girl, and I Don't Need No Doctor, and then a couple tracks from the Rainbow Theatre in London, June 6, 1974. Thunderbox, 30 Days in the Hole, Sweet Peace and Time, and Come On Everybody. So you see some differences in the track list depending on the tour, right? So you've got some stuff from Thunderbox and from the previous album. So very cool. If you open it up, it's like a little clamshell box, right? And you've got a nice little booklet which has all sorts of cool photos and essays and you know, stuff from Jerry Shirley about the band and what was going on live at that time and all that kind of stuff. And then you have you got the CDs themselves, which come in these little like sleeves here. All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm glad I got these. Thank you, Butch. I appreciate the recommendation. Butch Jones and I always talk about Steve Marriott, how much we love him and love this band. So then let's move over to the Official Bootleg Box Set Volume 2. A little more jam-packed here. Here we got 5 discs in total. This is even a better deal. And some great stuff in here. So you got disc 1, you got the Academy of Music show in New York City, December 3rd, 1971. Killer. Clem had just joined the band. All right, so if you read in the booklet, they talk about how nervous he was. You know, first big show in New York City. Never been to New York City before, scared shitless, all this kind of stuff. But man, the band is cooking here, and it's the quality's pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, raw but good. You got 4-Day Creep, Come On Everybody, The Fixer, I Wonder, Sweet Peace and Time, which crushes on here. All right, you've got Hallelujah, I Love Her So, Rolling Stone, and I Don't Need No Doctor. Great set. Okay, then you got disc 2, you got from the Boston Music Hall, March 16th, 1972, so a few months later, going into the new year. You got 4-Day Creep, Come On Everybody, The Fixer, Clem's guitar solo, I Wonder, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, Sweet Peace and Time, Rolling Stone, I Don't Need No Doctor, and I'm a Roadrunner. So fairly similar set, couple differences there. Another pretty decent recording. Disc 3 from Philadelphia, March 15th, 1975. So you were going ahead a few years. All right, so this is basically, we got 4-Day Creep, Stone Cold Fever, Come On Everybody, and I Don't Need No Doctor. Okay, and that was, I believe, the next one is, okay, so then we got the recordings from the Midnight Special. All right, so London, with the from London, November 30th, 1973, with the Blackberries, okay, the 3 female singers. You got Ola Dee Da, I Don't Need No Doctor, and 30 Days in the Hole. And then disc 4, fast forward into 1981. So this is the lineup with Bobby Tench on vocals and guitar. So Clem Clemson's gone. You've got this Privates Club, New York City, March 25th, 1981. You got I Don't Need No Doctor, Infatuation, All Shook Up, drum solo from Jerry, 30 Days in the Hole, I Walk on Gilded Splinters, Tin Soldier, of course, their cover of the old Small Faces classic from when Steve was in the Small Faces, Fool for a Pretty Face, Route 66, sorry, Tulsa Time, and Bebop-A-Lula. All right, and then on disc 5, you've got from just like 2 months later at the Country Club in Reseda, you've got I Don't Need No Doctor, Infatuation, 30 Days in the Hole, Tin Soldier, Fool for a Pretty Face, Route 66, Bebop-A-Lula, and Tulsa Time. So basically, you know, similar set list. Here we got another booklet. Cool stuff, cool reading. I mean, this is kind of fun. I love this historical stuff, especially if it's a band you dig, right? And then all housed within these little mini sleeve thingamajiggies there. Very cool stuff. I just love this band. And you know, it's one of those bands that, you know, you have to, if you're, you know, maybe we're a little too young in their heyday, and now as an adult you look back and say, well, what are some of the bands that I wish I could have seen back in the day if I was just a little bit older? Like maybe like, well, let's see, so we're talking 71 through 75, most of this stuff, so I'm like, you know, barely 10 years old. So if I was like 5 or 6 years older, maybe 7, all right, chances are I probably would have seen Humble Pie many times back in the day. You know, Humble Pie and Grand Funk Railroad and Zeppelin. I mean, all these bands that I would have loved to. Early Bad Company, would have loved to seen all these bands back when they were, you know, at the height of their powers here. Because I never got to see the genius that is Steve Marriott, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, check these out. These are pretty cool. I will probably be getting some of the other ones as well, because I'm really enjoying these. Some really good stuff. Great to have these kind of official bootlegs laying around now of the great Humble Pie. Band who has some really good albums, but man, in their element was on the stage. I think most of you can agree if you've heard any live stuff from them, or if you've seen them live. If we got people watching who saw Humble Pie back in the day, like in the early, mid-70s, please tell some stories in the comments below. We'd love to read those. So this is on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. So stay tuned. We got some great programming coming up in the next couple days. You don't want to miss any of it, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.